Hi, hello again. It's Sam from NeoZeno, and we just wrote a timeline about the Khashoggi disappearance. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but that's the Saudi Arabian journalist that went missing inside the Saudi consulate in Turkey last week. So, you can check out the timeline on our website, but I wanted to get on and tell you all about the updates since then and why they're not on our timeline yet. So my last entry, and I know it might be cut off a little bit, is that Trump launched an investigation on the disappearance. So since then, we've had some things that came out in the news, but I haven't included them, and I want to tell you why. So the first thing I saw was the Saudis are preparing to admit that he died during the interrogation, which would be a good thing that I'll include once it's confirmed, because the only place that they're saying this information is coming from are two sources. They don't give any indication who these two sources are. This is CNN, the original report on this information. And it says one source says the report will likely conclude that the operation was carried out without clearance and transparency. And then they have another source that acknowledged that the report is still being prepared and cautioned that things could change. So this is not solid enough for me to include on our timeline. Again, I wanted to show you a little bit of how I construct these timelines, and this is it. And I wanted to get ahead of some of maybe you guys wondering why these updates aren't included. So another thing that came out a couple days ago is U.S. intelligence that evidence came out that he was killed. So the reason I don't include this is because, again, they're just sorting a U.S. intelligence official close to the information. Says intercept shows here, and then let's find it. U.S. intelligence intercepts of Saudi officials discussing the plan. Described by a U.S. official familiar with it. Okay, well, that is kind of solid, but also not very good. Like, I don't like using this type of information because that intelligence is probably being leaked in a way that it shouldn't be, and now it's in the news. So I don't like to use this kind of information. It's really up in the air as to whether it's true or not. And I won't include it on our timeline. Things I do like to include are these videos. That's what's already there. I also found a New York Times article that had a whole bunch of information about what was going on that day, and it didn't source any of it, like how they knew what was going on, like things that I didn't find anywhere else, and I didn't include that either because I want to know where they got that information. So I'm sorry if the timelines don't include all of the things you would like to see. I am willing to put that information in there and distinguish it in a way that is not verifiable. If you guys want to see that, that would be really cool to let me know. Provide comments on this video or in my social media posts. Give us feedback, and I can include maybe a section of information that is out there but I can't verify, that I could do. But I wanted to give you a little insight on how I conduct my research, and that to let you know I am following these things and up to date on what's going on. I just don't want to put it on our timelines until I can verify it for sure. This is another Associated Press article. Let's see. This one is a little more solid, where a policeman a Turkish policeman told the Associated Press that there was evidence of Khashoggi. Oh, I can't say it, of the journalist being killed. But down here, it says really who this person is. High-level Turkish official told the Associated Press that police found evidence there of him being killed without elaborating, and wanted to stay anonymous. So that's not even a policeman. So at first it says police said, but then they got this information from a high-level Turkish official who wasn't the police. So it's not really the police. And I'm holding off on this, but this is the most solid piece that's come out since we did the timeline. So I hope you like this. I'm going to keep doing videos that are like this so you can see how I do my research and what I think about what's the things that are going on. So stay tuned, follow us, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media.